Palm Springs City Council discussing hero pay tonight for frontline workers. News Channel 3's Jake Ingracia is live in Palm Springs with more on the push for the proposal and the opposition against it. Jake, this is not the first city in the valley to take hero pay into consideration.
Yeah, Karen, that's right. The city of Coachella actually passed their hero pay ordinance last week, extending it to include farm workers as well. And now the city of Palm Springs looking to follow suit, getting some extra money to those essential frontline workers. But there are concerns that it could have unintended consequences, too.
People have been on the front lines of this pandemic. They have put themselves at risk. There's been worker deaths and infections.
The city of Palm Springs discussing hero pay for frontline workers at grocery stores and pharmacies. It's a $4 per hour pay raise for at least 4 months.
That's what we heard from workers, is the need for hero pay to compensate people for the hazard that they've faced going to work every day for the past year.
It would just take a little bit of a worry off my back.
Stephanie Hart has worked at Ralph's in Palm Springs for the last 14 years. She says this past year has been one of the most difficult in her career.
We as workers are worried about catching COVID, and personally, I know I'm really worried about catching it and bringing it home to my husband, who, like I said, is disabled.
The proposed ordinance would only affect companies with more than 300 workers nationally and at least 15 employees in Palm Springs. But there's been some backlash in California cities adopting similar policies. Kroger closed 2 grocery stores in Long Beach. They say a direct result of the hero pay mandated there. Joe Duffel, president of the workers union UFCW Local 1167, says it's a grandstand and a greedy one as grocery stores rake in record profits.
Kroger made billions, with a B, dollars over this pandemic. And what they chose to do was give their CEO a bonus. What they chose to do is buy back their own stock.
But in a special Palm Springs Chamber of Commerce meeting Thursday, representatives for local grocery stores warned of potential store closures, reduced hours, and higher prices.
Of course, there is that fear. We all hope that the company does the right thing and values the work we've been doing to serve our community.
Now, there was no vote on this tonight. It was just up for discussion this evening. City leaders are looking at extending hero pay to include other essential workers as well, and of course, carefully exploring all of the ramifications it could have if passed. We're live in Palm Springs tonight. Jake Ingracia, News Channel 3.